All right, what's going on, HM Student Man fam? We are in week 3 of our series, Stronger Together. Last week we were talking about generosity, but this week we look at Acts 2:46 and this idea of meeting together, the meat behind why we meet as small groups. So Acts 2:46 says this. It says, "Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts." Now, the early church didn't just meet on Sundays and Wednesdays like we do, or even once a week, or even every other week, if that's what it is. But they did so, they met every day all week long. And they did so that they could encourage one another. They could learn together. They could obviously eat together is always a great thing. They could be accountable to one another, and then they could worship together. The big question is, I think for us though, is how do we do this today? Or reality is, can we even do this today? Because think about it. I mean, we're in the midst of a global pandemic. Half of us can't even get out of our houses. Many of us are in school. But how can we, with school, with our sports, with our chores, with our friends, our video game lives, our social media game lives? I mean, just to take the right selfie or to get the TikTok dance down, it takes hours upon hours just to learn that stuff. How do we have the time to meet together with a group of believers daily? Is it even possible? Or where and how are we to live out Acts 2:46 today? Well, here's how. I'll be very practical with you for a second. Daily, we can text one another, right? We can call one another. We can play video games with one another. We can chat online with one another. We can Zoom, FaceTime, Marco Polo, whatever it is with one another. It's not that we can't find ways to meet together. It's just that we don't make it a priority a lot of times. So why don't we make meeting together more of a priority in our lives? Well, here's why. Because I think it takes commitment and vulnerability. Okay? The meeting together that our early church is talking about is more than just playing video games online or getting together to make a viral video or whatever it may be. The early church met together for and with a purpose. They met together to learn the scriptures, to worship, to be accountable to one another, and to encourage one another. And they felt like meeting daily, and I believe meeting daily, however we can do that, and we'll get there, is extremely important if we're going to grow in our faith. Maybe this is why we only meet once a week. For a lot of us, maybe once every other week, or maybe this is why we don't even want to meet once a week, because it's hard to be vulnerable. It's hard to have accountability people in our lives. It's hard to have these kinds of relationships. But in the famous words of, she's not really a theologian, but we'll call her Katy Perry, she says, "What doesn't kill us makes us stronger." And, I really think the challenge, I really think that meeting together in these small groups, I know in my personal life, in my small group with my guys, and the small groups I've been a part of my entire life, there is so much blessing. There's so much life you can find meeting with other believers and growing together. It's a powerful thing. So the weekly challenge for you this week is this. I want to challenge you this week to find a way that your group can meet together during the week outside of our regular Wednesday or Sunday night programming. So an example might be a group text, a daily group text. It might be a Bible study that you want to get together on. It might be one of those incredible youth ministry games that the app world has blown up called Among Us. I don't know what it is, but find a way this week that you can meet together with other believers regularly, or with your small group regularly. All right, so that's your challenge. Hope to see you guys Wednesday and Sunday night. If not, there's a digital option on Thursday night. Don't forget, we've got outdoor worship at 10 a.m., online at 9:15 and 11. And then our drive-in movie night is coming up on October 30th at 6:30 p.m. You don't want to miss that. Register online at hmumc.org/events. Guys, have a great week. We'll see you soon.